business.
And you mind yours, Harold, I'm warning you.
Are you now? Are you warning me? Me? I'm Harold. I'm the one person you don't warn, Michael. Because you and I are a match.
The play premiered in 1968. Homosexuality hadn't been decriminalised in the US. How challenging do you think the subject matter was then for the audience?
I don't think you can underestimate what an impact it must have made. Word of mouth must have got around very quickly that here was a play showing gay men themselves. And having been used to seeing a sort of disguised version, a cloaked version, a sort of coded version in the theatre, it must have been like a rocket.
Did you feel that it had dated at all?
These themes haven't gone away. Everything hasn't become totally rosy, especially if you're living in a kind of metropolitan bubble. It can feel like everything's okay, that obviously all teenagers have a great time at school, they come out to their parents, they have no problem. And of course, you get outside of that bubble and you realise it's nothing of the kind. And also, certain parts of the world, we've actually gone rapidly backwards. It's now become deadly to be gay. And I think a play like this is a kind of brilliant prism for looking back and looking forward. Also, the play is very funny.
You had to get that one in.
Well, that is the thing we always keep forgetting, because of course it is so, there are so many themes, it's so exciting, so controversial.
Mark, how hard do you think it is for kids now coming out, and how hard did you find it?
Well, my parents were, well, they were wonderful, really. I suppose, it's a funny thing, I sort of came out and then didn't. I think, and I sort of had to do it again. I'd thought about it forever, and then one evening, completely out of the blue, my mum just asked me, which totally wrong-footed me, and then I said, oh, I better tell Dad. She said, no, it'll kill him. And then, so I let it lie, and then about a week later, when I'd gone back to where I was living, I remember she rang me up and said, oh, we've had snow. I told you, Dad. And so I was slightly robbed of it, but then after that, I had to sort of make a moment to do it. Do you know what I mean? Because I think that you feel like you need to do that.
In person.
Yeah.
The idea of me, when I was a teenager, coming out and telling anyone at school would have just been impossible. And I saw the other day that my old senior school now has an LGBT society there at the school, which is just mind-boggling. And the headmaster gave a speech about it. I'm thinking back to 20-odd years ago, just thinking, my God, that's incredible progress.
Well, that's real change, isn't it? You know?
Obviously, you're Harold in the play, but you're sitting there and I'm thinking, Mycroft, I mean, you like complex characters. You like quite macabre characters, don't you? Why is that?
Yeah, thanks for that, Mycroft.
It's a disgrace sending your little brother into danger like that. Family is all we have in the end, Mycroft Holmes.
Oh, shut up, Mrs. Hudson.
Mycroft!
Apologies. I don't know, I always have, really. I've always been drawn to... Well, I mean, everyone likes complex characters.
Let me ask Ian, why do you think he likes...
Why do I think he likes... I don't know. Well, we had this conversation with the fact you play creepy characters.
Creepy, yes. Yeah. Ian says I always play creepy. Well, maybe I should play someone non-creepy. Can't help it.
Black for paper, chrome for string. The blue ones from this hook do swing. We keep them clean, don't be mistaken, for kitchen jobs like trimming bacon.
It's the wigs. It's really, I'm always drawn to the wigs.
It's like any actor, isn't it? There's a certain limit to what you're going to play, and with the best one, you're not going to be playing Romeo anytime soon, are you?
What is it?
That was a low blow.
Assassination.
Ian, what was it like working with your husband?
But it's been lovely. It's been very nice. We've done a few interviews together.
Did he pay you to
now.
say that, by the way?
Well, he doesn't need to. It's really funny. I mean, I think obviously everyone wants a very juicy story about how we come home and chuck crockery at each other because we stood in the wrong place and I upstaged you and I know exactly. We get it all out of our system there.
Just throw wine glasses at each other.
Yeah, I just always say, well, we do like each other. It's not a chore working together.
Mark Gatiss, Ian Hallard, thank you very much.
Thanks.
Thank you.